Hi, so we are live. Yes, we are live, and let's be sure that we're good on the other social media handles. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're just joining me for the first time, please put in the comment section that you're joining our Tuesday live for the first time. If this is your other time, just say hello in the comment section. Tell me where you are watching me from. Tell me where you are joining in from. Tell me where you are joining in from. My name is Wendy Ologe, and I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. The Intentional Parent Academy is here for you to show you how to parent intentionally. All right, I can't see anybody yet, but if you're here, please let me know that you are here. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Oh, wow, I already have a lot of people watching. Yep, all right, good day, everybody. Today we are talking about Christmas. We're talking Christmas. Tell me where you are watching me from. Somebody already says Chicago. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can see the word like. Thank you so much. And we are here. All right, let's make sure that we connect on our Facebook community as we go live. When we talk about Christmas rituals, last year we did a topic similar to this. And, when we spoke about Christmas rituals, the things that you need to do for Christmas, I realized that a lot of the times we're not intentional about a lot of these seasons. Okay, so today I'm going to show us how to begin to plan for all the season. I remember that during the holiday, the long vacation holiday, we talked about how to make the holiday effective, and we also even have a guide, the Ultimate Holiday Bundle. The Ultimate Holiday Bundle was so very key for parents. Parents used it, and it was just awesome. Okay, so it's the same thing we want to do with your Christmas holiday. We want to show you how to make your Christmas holiday absolutely amazing. So if you're here and you can hear me, please just tell me where you are watching me from. All right, great. Okay, so connect on our let's connect on our Facebook community. Connecting on our Facebook community. Thank you, everybody, for coming live. Hello, Facebook. All right, so we're live also on Facebook. All right, so good afternoon. So basically, today we are looking at how you can create Christmas rituals. My name is Wendy Ologe. I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. All right, we are here every Tuesday at 2 p.m. talking on one parenting issue or the other. All right, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, you're not on your t-shirt today. Usually on Tuesdays, I'm on the academy t-shirt or something. Today, I was on TV for an interview. So, of course, I'm just coming from there. And, of course, we must have this event. I realized that many of the times, the Christmas holiday, instead of it to be an exciting time, becomes a time where there are too many things happening. Social obligations, family arguments, financial pressure, anxiety. Before I continue, I want to say something. Anything that you leave to chance, it just means that that's how it's going to be. So everybody's just going to wake up, and it's just that's how it is. All right, if you're watching me on Facebook community, you can tell me where you're streaming live from. I am streaming live from the capital city, Abuja. Okay, and this is our live session, our usual Tuesday public live session. It's for everybody, and it's free, and it's accessible to anyone. So you can invite your family and your friends. Okay, so these pressures actually limit a lot of the things that we do. Now, Christmas has now become a body to so many people rather than a time when it's supposed to be joyous. And that's not the deal. The deal is not to make Christmas a body. The deal is to make Christmas exciting. The deal is to, ensure, hi, good afternoon, Dawam. The deal is to ensure that Christmas is a time where everybody is able to, memories are shared. things, happen. And because many of us are not very intentional about it, we find out that Christmas just happens. Christmas just happens. Christmas is not just supposed to happen. Any holiday at all is not just supposed to happen. So the idea of creating plans for the holidays is to teach you that you can actually make the holiday more. You can salvage more from the holiday than usual. And many of the times also, I have also seen parents during the holiday, all they do is just to drop their children somewhere so that they can be free. Now you're going to travel to the Christmas, you're going to travel for all of that events and all of that. Does your children even understand where they are coming from? Do your children even understand what is happening in their home and how they should present the home? And then a lot of us also get into that space, and then we leave our children to just continue to do whatever it is that they like. The holiday period is not a time to dump the children somewhere for us to just be free. You made a choice to have a child. The day you made a choice to have a child is the day you decided you're going to hold yourself accountable to it. I remember having a conversation with a parent who told me, no, coach, and if somebody was teaching her and told her that even if she has a child, that is not going to affect who she becomes, it would become, she will still be able to do everything that she's able to do. Fair enough. The truth of the matter is, hi, mom. My mom is here. The truth of the matter is, there is no how you can have a family. You can begin to grow a family and you want to actually raise responsible adults and just do it anyhow. Or just do it in a way whereby, I can still just do the things that I used to do. So something must give way. Today I sat in a session with a parent, and the parent was talking to me and saying that, I need to really do a lot, that this is like a season period for her. If she doesn't make that money, this will happen, that will happen. As much as I agree with you that making money is key, you also need to find the balance. You need to understand that, like I said, the moment you agreed that you wanted to raise a family, it's going to cost you something. So all this, it is not supposed to cost me anything. It's one of the problems that we are having. The same way people come to you and say, what are you saying? This should not cost anything now. Salvation is free. Even salvation isn't free. So parenting has a cost to it. The cost is that a lot of the things that you're currently doing might need to change, might have to change. It's not like until you get to a certain stage of your life, you can now begin to also tweak and also do things a lot more differently. So the holiday period is the time where you should detox your children for the things that have happened in school. It's not a time where you want to bring it. It's holiday. I know some parents who are hiring lesson teachers this holiday. Trust me, I am all for academic excellence. I am all for bringing up, children who do excellently well and all of that. But there is a place and time for everything. The whole essence of actually creating holidays is for connectivity. So the major transaction we are thinking of, all right, the major transaction we're thinking of in this time is to connect more with our children. A lot have gone wrong when it comes to, now let me talk a bit about connection. When it comes to, connecting with the children, many of us are not connected with our children. We're just playing the alpha and the omega. We don't know who we are parenting. It's been 14 days in the Inner Circle Academy for 2022 cohort. Yes, we usually start our 2022 cohorts at the 1st of December every of the previous year. So the academy year starts 1st of December. So we are already in 2022 in the Intentional Parent Academy. And one of the things I have realized is how much parents think they know their children, yet they do not know their children. And it's so evident with some of the things that we've done. Of course, this is exclusively for parents in the academy. They understand what I'm saying. With some of the tools that we have done in the past 14 days, they are beginning to understand, wait, all these things that I'm talking about, all these things that I think that I really know who I'm parenting, do I really know them? And incidentally, the first thing that you need to do in parenting is understanding who you're parenting. Somebody came to me one time, sometime in the past, and said to me that my daughter is a systematic child. So my daughter is one of those children that when you see them, you think you have failed. That's not true. They're just kind of children. They're like that. And saw my daughter and said, your daughter is so put together, so everything and all of that. Yes, I agree there's a parenting advantage. What I know has also given her advantage as well. But I told the parent something. I said, you are parenting the child that you don't have. You need to go back to the drawing table and parent the child that you have. A lot of us are parenting the children that we don't have. That's why we're frustrated on the journey. We're not connecting with them. We don't know them. A child that you do not know, you can't parent effectively. Let me say that again. Somebody will help me write that in the comment section. A child that you do not know, you cannot parent effectively. How do you know your child? By spending time. Because time is the currency of destiny. So if you do not spend time with your child, how do you know who your child is? It's just like when you want to get married. The whole essence of getting married is that you begin to connect with the person, you understand who the person is. The people even ask you the question, do you know who this person is? How do you begin to know who that person is? Is it not by conversations that you have, by the connections that you have built? Yet we want to know our children without connecting them. So how do you now not spend time with your child and then you know the child? You can't parent a child you don't know effectively. Thank you. So you need to understand who that child is. Today, I was at a TV interview and I was asked a question. I was asked, so coach, why do you think that discipline conversation is done the way it's done? One of our biggest problems with a conversation on discipline is that we don't even understand the people that we are raising. For you to discipline any child, you must know them. So it has nothing really to do with whether the discipline is like this or it's like that. You need to understand who they are. You cannot correct someone that you don't understand what is wrong with them. Do you guide someone you don't know where they are going to? So many of us don't even know where our children are going to. So we're lost. The things our children know, we do not know. So that's why a holiday period is a time to sit up. My cousin was sitting right here this morning with me and he said, when are you shutting down? And I gave him the date when I'm shutting down, skeletally for the year. And I'm seated in the office, right? So this is, apart from TIP, I also run another organization. So, and he was like, so you're going to shut down and, so somebody was calling me to give me a job to do. And I said to the person, I'm shutting down for the year and I'm not going to be able to do that job. It's a training job. And my cousin now said, but the money sounds good and all of that. And I said to him, you need to make choices in life. I have chosen at this time to create time to actually be around during the holiday. Do I want to make more money? Oh, by all means. But I need to make a choice. At every point in time, you need to choose which way you want to go. There's nothing wrong with any choice, but just that every of our choices have cause and effect. So whatever choice you make today, you're going to come back tomorrow and make the choice. And there will be consequences for the choices that you have made. And one of the consequences of you not being able to connect with your children in this period is that you lose the people you think you know. You don't know them, which is one of the reasons a lot of us, if we want to really be sincere to ourselves, our parents do not know us. And that's the truth. Because there were no forum for real connection. A lot of people go through so much that their parents never had an inkling because there was no connection. The first rule of parenting is connection, not even discipline. So a lot of people miss it. A lot of people, get to the point where they are taking, the rule of parenting for them. The first thing they need to do is to discipline a child. That's not true. The first thing you need to do in parenting is to connect with your child. So if you're not connecting with your child, no matter the discipline that you go and bring from wherever and quote any scripture, trust me, you will lose that child. Because relationship trumps control in parenting. Relationship trumps control in parenting. So without relationship, you won't be able to actually have that, effect, have that authority to be able to actually help guide your children. So that's the first part. So even if you pray, I know that this is the part that a lot of Nigerian religious people do not want to hear. Even if you pray and you are not able to look at connectivity, look at how to build relationships, then your child will just become a zombie. Your child can actually be an obedient zombie. Really, I was telling the parents in the inner circle, and I said to them that in the inner circle that we do not raise foolish virgins. I'm sure the parents in the inner circle listening to me understand what I say. We don't raise foolish virgins. Remember, not to raise one. All right? So you need to, first of all, connect with your child. What are the reasons for connecting with your child? Because you need to understand who you are even raising. Your connectivity with your child will determine how much your child will listen to you. Let me say that again. Your connectivity with your child will determine how much your child would actually pay attention to you. The more connected you are to someone, the more that person builds to pay attention. Remember, parenting is a game of influence. It's not a game of force. So when you make it a game of force, you lose the essence of even being a parent in the first place. Parenting is the game of influence. So if you must influence someone, you must understand that you need time. Why do our religious leaders have so much influence on us? We're in church every Sunday. Sometimes we're there Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday. There's always a channel of connection. There's always a channel for connection. You want to ask yourself today, review what you're doing currently. What is the channel of connection with my children? Connection is not sitting down and pressing your phone and your children are there watching something. That's not connection. I'm sure the parents in the inner circle understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, are you here? That's not connection. Connection is you being involved. It's you being involved. It's you being in the center. It is you being in the center of the activities that your child is doing. That you know that your children play a certain game and you've never been part of it. It's not connection. So you need to be in the center. You need to have, there's a system that brings you to the point where you become so influential that you influence the things that your children even think without them knowing it. Without them knowing it. So the idea is to influence your child, not to force your child. And the moment you can understand that it is a game of influence, then you will stop, giving some kind of excuses and begin to actually parent intentionally. The parents in the inner circle understand a lot of the things that are not spoken that I'm saying here that you cannot really pick. I know that. All right. So why do you need to begin to connect with your child intentionally? One of the biggest reasons, like I said, is that you want to be able to influence your child. And if you must influence your child, then you need to build on connectivity. In the inner circle, connection tools are every day. So there's no holiday in parenting. There's no holiday in parenting. You don't wake up and say, actually, for the next 5 months, I'm not going to be parenting. I'm not going to take. Your children changes every day. The growth system happens on a daily basis. So as it's happening every single day, any day you miss, it means that you have also lost a space. So you need to think through your process. The difference between an intentional parent and a parent that is not intentional is that an intentional parent follows a goal, a non-intentional parent follows the crowd. Holiday in parenting is a crowd mentality. It is the mentality of, it is time for us to relax. After all, the children are not going to school. Let us just sit down. Right now, all we need to do is just sit down and just, do whatever it is. There is no holiday, there's no vacation as a parent. I think some of this conversation, some of this conversation would need to even happen before people begin to have children. Because we need to understand, you need to understand that we are very, 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 we need to actually become really intentional about this. Oh, yes, change is noiseless. The parents in the inner circle get the word. So it is important. I think, okay, no, I'm fine. I'm very fine, all right? It's important that we understand what the mantle that we are taking on as when it comes to parenting. So do not say, holiday has come. I will do whatever it is. There is no holiday. None. Every second. I don't know, for those of you who do not have children who are far off. When the children come back, sometimes I see that there's a very long change. There's no holiday in parenting. There's none. There's none. There's none. Don't let the world deceive you. Don't let you see the concept of the I concept, the self-care language. All right. The self-care language. The self-care language, right, in our time has made it look as if the children have come to take away. So there's this thing that we say, oh, these children are just, I need to have my life. My life must be the same. Oh, they told you that. The truth is that they didn't tell you the truth. Self-care is good. Being able to do things for yourself is good. But trust me, you must understand that you're a parent 365 times a day in a year. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how much self-care, you sound the I mentality. It is just all about me. The children can do whatever it is. And of course, we can see the result of do whatever it is. We must be able to hold ourselves accountable and also be able to hold, other people and our children accountable. Now, many of the times I see also that a lot of parents get overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed because it's holiday. That's another downside. Then you put your children right in front of the screen because you do not have the tools to be able to work out a system, a structure of Christmas holiday in your home or even any kind of holiday. Every holiday in my home is structured. It's not let to slide. For the past 12 years, 11 years, this is the 11th year Christmas of the twins, we've been able to create a system that the twins look forward to. That's what creating a family Christmas, ritual is about. Few days ago, for 12 days, we have what we call the 12 days of Christmas in the inner circle. So we're going to be doing the 12 days of Christmas. We're going to show you pictures, family pictures, and all of that. It's what we call the 12 days of Christmas. And we did it last year. It's a template that I have used in my own home that I was able to share with the parents in the inner circle as well. And you will see yourself being able to create memories. Christmas holidays or any other holiday is for you to create memories. If you have not started looking for how you would create a time to spend more with your children during Christmas, please begin to do that now. There is time for everything. There will be time where you'll be able to travel on your own. There will be time where you'll be able to travel with your spouse and all of that and all of that. This holiday, this long vacation is family time. Create the system, create the family time. And many of the times, like I said, parents do not know what to do. So what they end up doing is that they put on the screen and their children just consume the screen. You also need to be careful of that as well. Creating memories is not just consuming the screen. Your screen would need to also be structured. Your screen would need to be structured. Yesterday in the inner circle, our connection tool was on the screen, but it was a very deliberate, structured screen time. And the learning series was overwhelming. So if you do not make media work for you, media will work against you naturally. So the question you want to ask yourself today is my media working for me, or is my media going to work for me during this holiday, or the media is going to work against me? All right. Part of what we've done is to create what we call the intentional Christmas bundle, like we did the holiday bundle, where we're able to put structures, all right, these are things that, like I said, I have done over the years, and I thought this will be valuable to a lot of parents around the world. So if you're confused about what to do, ranging from menu, ranging from the things that you can do and all of that. Oh, Vivian, you can't share. You will need to tag someone here. You will need to tag someone here to come and listen. All right. By the way, have you shared the link to somebody to come and listen to us? All right. Part of what we're also preaching is that we want intentional parenting to go viral. I said the other day that it's one thing for you to teach you and your children. It's another thing for, it's also very key that other parents begin to learn. Let them know what we know. I was speaking to a parent a few days ago, and I said, all my friends, all attend my parenting academy. All. Because part of the criteria for me is that if my child must spend time with you, you must also understand what I understand. It became very important to me, very key. So it's also one of the mandates that I give the parents in the industry. My siblings are all there. So we need to begin to, look at things intentionally and begin to create a system around our home. So right now, there's nobody, even if my child is supposed to spend holiday somewhere outside of my home around my circle of influence, I am not going to be agitated. Because I understand that the same structure that I have been able to build right in my home is also the same structure that exists outside of that system. So you need to actually create something of that nature. So we created that intentional parenting, the intentional Christmas bundle to help your Christmas, to help it become much, much more intentional. So Christmas is supposed to bring joy. So we must begin to bring a new memory during the Christmas. I know that there's a lot of Christmas. You see, a lot of the time, Christmas, some of us cook from morning, Christmas Day. You cook from, it's lack of structure. You cook from morning, in the morning, very early. You start cooking until evening. Then your children will keep slaving. Meanwhile, it's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day. Meanwhile, you guys could have actually structured your meal plan, done something all differently. Do not let the social obligations, deal with you. Do not let financial pressure deal with you. A lot of people hassle. Oh, I want to go and buy Christmas dress. That's not what your children need. I can't remember having to go and hassle for Christmas dress in the last 11 years. That's not what your children need. Is it that the Christmas, it's a good ritual. Trust me, if you can do that earlier on, it's good. But do not let it take over what it is, the joy that this whole period is supposed to bring. So there's a joy that this whole period is supposed to bring. And how do you begin to look at that joy? That it could be, I will just share a few things that I shared in that 12 days of Christmas. It could be just having to have a barbecue night in one of the nights. It could be just sitting in the moonlight to tell your children a story. Don't put yourself under undue pressure because Christmas is coming. You need to understand, yes, we want everybody to be excited and all of that, but you need to understand that that's not what Christmas is about. Don't put yourself under undue pressure. Get a gift for your children. It's part of the rituals that we have been able to create over the years. Sometimes this gift I'm talking about is sweet. It doesn't have to be anything exotic. There's no competition in parenting. All of us are parenting at our own level, at our own time. Just be intentional wherever you are. Wherever you are. So you must understand that at the level where you are, there's always something. There's always something to do. The key word would be how to make this Christmas memorable. That's the key word. And part of what we have done with that intentional Christmas bundle is to craft out movies, exciting movies. So in the academy, one thing that we do is that we don't watch anything. We actually intentionally look at even the movies that we put together. We put together and we tell you what age can watch it. We assess the movies ourselves before we give them out. So we say what age can watch it, what the movie is supposed to teach, how you're going to be able to do, these things. So it's not necessarily about just, they just put on anything and just keep watching. So we have been able to put a whole system. I think about 30 or more movies that you can see in this period, and how you can use it to teach. How you can use it to teach on your journey. Also, we have also created a gift system, right? A gift system where we have the gift plan, where you can look at the things that you can actually give to your children. Like I said, it's not competition. It can be anything. You will laugh at some of the Christmas gifts that we have gifted the twins over the years. It is for the memories. Our children have pictures, drawings, all sorts of very funny looking things, of cards. Some Christmas is just a card made, crafted by your children. It could just be as simple as that. The idea is to create memories. The idea is to be happy in the period. The idea is not to try to let the children know that, oh, it's because there's one school fees you paid. Oh, that's why Christmas is not. No, that's not the idea. If it's the school fees, if it's the Christmas, that just do things, the way you can per time. Again, Christmas dress. It's neither here nor there. The child has been wearing dress all the while. So this is a personal belief system, by the way. Okay, so it is something that you need to just make sure that you balance your finances, your everything, so you're not under any pressure. Trust me, there is no need for any kind of pressure, none at all. All right. Then we also created the menu planner. The menu planner is also the things that we brought up, because we realize that a lot of people are usually confused during this period. The menu planner, what it is. We also created the travel planner. We understand that a lot of people travel and, they're not able to put a lot of things in perspective. We created all of these, plans. And if you ever got our holiday bundle, you understand how this works. So it's a whole full bundle, all right? It's a whole full bundle that we had created, all right? We have created for quite a while. The whole idea for creating this bundle is to remove pressure. If you get this bundle, work with it. You know the truth. You actually don't need to travel anywhere. You can create a system in your home where travel is even like a crime. Recently, the children, we suggested that, oh, should we travel for Christmas, somewhere and all of that. They said, no, that's strange. Christmas ritual in our home happens in our home. So that your child traveled or that you traveled and all of that, don't put yourself under undue pressure. Create memories, create fun. And we have created this bundle to give you access to as much fun as you can. So this bundle is just, it's supposed to be, I think there are 10 in one bundle, 7 or 10, I don't know. Precious, tell me how many that bundle is, the plan inside the bundle. And that bundle currently is only for 2,000 naira for the Christmas. That's part of the bonus. It's supposed to be 10,000 naira, but we're leaving it at 2,000 naira. So you get a copy and you're able to get all of these plans together, all put together, to be able to work out your memorable Christmas. Like I said, the idea is not for you to pressure you and your child. All right? The idea is not for you to pressure you and your child. The idea is to enjoy the period. Enjoy the period. All right? Part of the 12 days of Christmas, for those of you who are not in the inner circle, it's also inside that bundle. So, yes, the inner circle people were able to access that particular 12 days of Christmas. 12 plans. Thank you so much, Precious. We have 12 plans in that bundle. So the different plans will help you plan the different areas and the things that you want to really do in this period. Trust me, Christmas is a joyous time, and there is nothing else. There is nothing else that Christmas should bring. Not pressure, not social obligation. If you think that traveling is, going to be a burden, shut it down. Shut it down, except it's absolutely important. Okay? If it's something you've created as a ritual, make sure that you have planned for it from January till now. Do not be under pressure. I find out that a lot of the time people are under so much pressure that Christmas now reaches, the children are now agitated. You too, you're agitated. The fun is no longer being created. Like I said, from the time, earlier time, If you have prepared for Christmas from day one, part of what we have done, all right, part of what we have done is to create a system where we shut down at this time, even if it's for two weeks, for 2 weeks, and you are done. All right, create a little time here and there to sit with your children. Do not create these pressures. They make a mess of your parenting journey. These pressures that the society bring to you and tell you how you need to look, how you need to look on Christmas Day. Who says that? Who is creating the narrative of how you need to look? There's no how to look. All you need to do is it memorable enough? All right. It could just be our Christmas picture last year was on pajamas, and it was so lovely. Everybody loved it. I shared it on social media. All of you loved it. Shared it. He had like how many shares? You all loved it, copied it, posted, and all of that. They were in pajamas. How much is a pajamas? So you need to just understand how to create this fun. So it's not really money that is the problem. It is the know-how. And the moment you know how you are going to do this thing, it makes it really pretty much exciting. So I'm going to entertain questions. And as we finish, I know that some people would want questions. So you can put in your questions as we're finished. It's usually our class is 2 to 3, right? Pictures were lovely. Thank you so much. So those pictures can be, it's the memory. This year we brought out all the pictures that we had. We didn't buy a lace that is worth 2 million naira to wear on our body. All right. There is no need for all of this pressure. Hi, Dummy from Tanzania. No need for all of this pressure. Don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Create fun. Create fun. All right. Just have just have a system where fun is going to. I'm just looking forward to the twins and everybody in the house. We're going to just create an open house party at some point. People can come in and eat. If you can afford it, then you can do that. If you can do a Christmas, attend Christmas carols. Attend Christmas carols. If you have a Christmas carol that is happening around you, book for it. They go there, laugh, and just be grateful. Be grateful. That's the most important thing about this period. Another thing that you can do is even to, like I said, go and do bird watching. Do that in my home. It's fun for us. Just be grateful and not go and be in the market. The other day I entered the market to pick one item, and I saw the crowd in the market, and I was like, come on. The pressures are just so much. And then the line of Christmas clothes in the market, please trust me. If you can afford all of it and still create fun, by all means, trust me. All right. I am more interested in making sure that my neighbor is having a good Christmas like I am than what it is that I'm going to wear really over the years. But that's also a personal thing. But like I said, if you can afford to do both ways, by all means, continue to do that. But please do not put yourself under unnecessary pressure. There is no competition. That's as you're preparing to go, as you're going to go home and you're going to meet that your co-wife. The truth is that nobody might even remember what you wore. As you're trying to line up 10 clothes in 10 days, nobody might even remember that you actually wore 10 clothes in 10 days. Really. That's one of the things I have realized. I don't even remember the things that people say to me these days, because that's not what I'm thinking, really. So you need to understand that people are also going about their own business. People are also thinking about their own things. So don't pressurize yourself unnecessarily. And one of the reasons why I hate pressure is that it trickles down to the mood of the family. Many of the times, there's a lot of emotional disaster in this period. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of beating of children. There's a lot of, during Christmas, you did this one, you did that one. And then again, remember, do not leave your children to their devices. Don't go and, I don't know what the explanation or definition of discipline is to people. I've said this a lot of the times. All right? Discipline is not you waiting until your child is doing something, then you now come out and be screaming and be hitting the child. No. Don't go and just leave your child. Your child is accessing porn. In this time, there's a lot of molestation because there's a lot of family gathering, which is a good thing. But because you are also hearing something that your family is not hearing, it might actually also put a strain. So that's why I keep saying, let your family listen to the same thing you're listening to. So it's a period where there's a lot of things that go on with children. Sexual molestation. Have you even taught your children how to understand sexual molestation, how to understand sexual in this whole period? It's a period where a lot. I particularly, I'm going to share this story. I shared it with my dad, and my dad almost had a fit. I remember traveling to my hometown sometime when I think I was 8 and my sister was 10, and my dad had just told us to go meet a distant relative of his. These are the things that our parents did without knowing. We can't afford to make same mistakes. I'm saying it now because I understand the essence of some of these things I'm saying. A lot of the things I said 3 years ago, we're beginning to see it now, and everybody coming back to me and saying, Coach, that thing you've been saying 3 years ago, I've actually been saying it. This guy took us and went one place where he was supposed to show us around town in the village and brought out his manhood for us to touch. So if not that my sister and I were actually we were together, we're actually very well, we ran. Just imagine that if we were raped. And my father didn't know the story until we became adults. And I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. With a lot of the things that happen in this period, protect your child. It is your duty to teach your child how to relate with people, where to be. Don't go and say, oh, it's my brother. Go and sleep in my child's room. Go and sleep with my child. Go and sleep. It's my brother. Just go and sit down. All right? Just go and sit with your cousins. Please do not put your children in danger unnecessarily. Please don't do it in this period. Do not think that, oh, because someone is your family member, because they become a doctor. In our mind, we say this thing of, well, we turned out okay. Really? A lot of the people who we call professionals are child molesters. They've molested children all through their life. Nobody talks about it. And we're here today, and we just even don't think it. Please don't put your children in harm's way because of your ignorance. But the question would be, what structure have you put in place as you're doing all of this? Who else had the same kind of experience that I had? A lot of people are quiet. I'm hitting people at the wrong places. Am I? All right. A lot of people are quiet. You can see that today I'm really very calm. I finished my energy with the parents in the inner circle over the weekend. All right. I gave it to them was like they say. And hey, we're still doing the fire back end. But the question will be really, what are you doing with your parenting? What structures have you put in place? In all of these things that I have said, it's okay for you to hear and say, oh, wow, oh, I know that this happened and all of that. But these things I know that I shared, I have been a soundboard for parents in the past, thousands of parents in the past 4 years. And I know that a lot of the experiences I share, I had, some other parents, many parents in our generation also had similar experiences. Similar experiences for, when it comes to molestation, similar experiences when it comes to, abuses, similar experiences when it comes to the Christmas not being what it is. Some people get a fit. Some children, get agitated during Christmas. Yes, because of so many things that happen in that time. So I would urge you that beyond all of the euphoria and jumping up and down and the things that is happening, please create a structure. Please create a structure. That is actually what is most important for you and your child in this period. The structure that you are creating is what will protect your child. What protects your child is structure, is discipline. But that discipline is not your cane. That discipline is actually the structure you put in place. As you have this, whole Christmas system, it is the structure you put in place that is going to provide protection for your child. When you're talking about discipline as using the cane, what will happen is that your child would have fallen a victim before you go and bring out your almighty rod, according to you. But that's not the idea. The idea of discipline is to create a system, a structure that helps the child not to even fall to the time where we are trying to salvage. Because the first stage of discipline is actually the training, the structural part. And that is the part we don't want to do because it requires us to gain knowledge on it. So the structural part is where the knowledge bank is. And the children pay the price for our lack of knowledge at the mistake end. So a lot of these children get to the end where they now make mistakes. Now, if you create structures, you are able to help your child overcome easier. All right? Overcome easier when they make mistakes. But if there are no structures, which means there is no discipline, and what you call discipline backfires because you continue to do it over and over again. So that thing that you're continually doing, that thing that is because there is a lack in the system that you are currently running. If you put in those structures, those things would actually be well shot. Now, the idea of discipline is to now help the child. All right, when they now miss it, it's easy for them to align because they understand that there's a built-in structure. But because we do not pay attention to knowledge, our children pay the prices for it. So it's easy for us to wake up and say, excuse me, do I need to really learn? Excuse me. So, we say things like, oh, do I need to really learn? I don't need to really learn all of these things and all of that. That's where our children now suffer for our ignorance. Because a child would have fallen a victim. For instance, a child that you are supposed to teach about sex education or purity, or walk them through purity, or walk them through puberty, and the child gets to the point where the child is molested because the child was not equipped. Then the child now gets to that point, you will now start beating the child that they put themselves in harm's way. Why? How? The child didn't even know. Now, when you quote that rod in the scripture, that rod actually means that you should discipline. That discipline actually means that you should hold yourself accountable. That accountability actually means that you should create a structure first. So the question will be, as we're beginning to round up in this session, what structures have I put in for this Christmas holiday to protect my child on all fronts? Protect them from the media, protect them from a mental hurt, protect them from abuses, being able to create memories. What kind of memories are you going to create in this period? The memory that makes your children remember that Christmas is one time where there's one dragging from one place to another, or the memories that's going to make your child remember that Christmas is a time for fun and the family. What exactly will your children remember this time for? All right. One of the things, like I said, is we have made it very easy. All right. Very easy for you to connect with your children in this period. Part of what we do in the Intentional Parents Academy is to create a system that helps you walk this journey easier. All right. Easier. The more structures you create, the less struggle you have on your parenting journey. That is one thing that I have learned that have kept me, to this point. And it's one of the things is a big deal in our level 2 currently. We're working on structures. We're working on how to help our children transition from one place to another. This morning I was sharing on how to help our children transition from primary to nursery, from nursery to primary, from primary to secondary, from secondary to university. All right. I've been privileged to do a session with teens, and I realized that they're not even transitioning because their parents are so ignorant. There's something called the parenting advantage. There's an advantage you have over, your children because because there is a know-how. Because there is a know-how. What knowledge do you have to be able to? So it's not that you will finish this session, you now go and say, I heard that we're supposed to protect people. Let nobody touch you. If anybody touch you, it's the same thing that our parents did. That's what we're doing. If anybody touch you, come and report to me. That's not education. That's not education. And it's Francisca. Yes, because we do not pay attention to knowledge, our children pay the price. It's the same thing that the Bible says. It says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge," and say, because you did not. That second part actually says that because you did not get knowledge, that your children are destroyed. It actually, focuses on your children. So you cannot parent your children above the knowledge that you have. You can't parent your children above the knowledge that you have. Yes, the more structures you create, the less struggles you have in your parenting journey. And all of these things that I have, done, just like when we shared about the holiday bundle, the long holiday bundle. My goodness, the reviews we have from that bundle. I don't think we've ever had any reviews from even the books. Parents came back to say, I have been looking for what to do. So that's what this Christmas, the intentional Christmas bundle, is doing for you. 12 plans in one. These 12 plans have movies you can see and what they can teach. The intentionality in all of the things I do. The food, the plans on what it is that you can do, the gift part. Let everybody share a gift for the family. If your family, my children don't buy gifts most of the years. They make it. They make it from the things that is around. And many of the times we have cherished these gifts over the years. We're cherishing it over the years. Thank you, Anytime says the holiday bundle was powerful. It was a powerful tool in the hands of many parents. A very powerful tool. So you want to you want to get the intentional Christmas bond. It's going to also help you to be able to create these structures and these systems that we are talking about. Like I said, the less structure that you have, the more that you struggle. So the more structures you create, the less you actually struggle. You can't parent your children above the knowledge that you have. It is not possible. You cannot parent your children above the knowledge that you have. You would always be at the level of your knowledge. You will always be restricted. That's why when you see, that's why we talk about people say, oh, what do we do with the poor and all of that. There will always be people who will be poor. There are only people who will be rich. It's a question of knowledge. It's a question of knowledge. All right. So it's important that we begin to put all of that in perspective. We have only 8 minutes to go from here. It's been an awesome. We have almost 100 parents connected on YouTube. We have almost 100 parents connected on Facebook. All right. If you want the intentional Christmas bundle, it is only 2,000 naira in this period on the promo that we have it on. And then, of course, it's just for the Christmas. All right. And that's back to us. It's 12 plans. Each of our guides gets sold for 1,500 naira each. So if you're going to buy it, you're going to spend like 24,000 naira to buy, all of the 12 plans. But we're giving you out those 12 plans for you to have access to it for just 12,000 naira. So even for just 2,000 naira, sorry. So even if you're not in the inner circle and you've not been able to actually register, because of course, the next registration that you have, you will need to come in, you need to come in to register and follow us and, next year and all of that. It's an annual program. So that's part of what we've done. So what we're doing is to also give you access to one or two things that we'll also do as we are going through all of the sessions. So if you want a copy, all you need to do is to put Christmas bundle, and you would have a response from my team for you to have the Christmas bundle. All right. Did you get value from being in this session? Did you get value from the yes, knowledge gives you more leverage. The more you know, the more leverage that you have. If you got value from this session, let me see your comment in the comment section. And if you have a question, please put it in the comment section. Put it right in the comment section and I will respond to you. All right. I remember that I shared what we shared with the parents in the inner circle, the 12 days of Christmas. And a particular parent, reached out to me and said, I know I couldn't enter the inner circle, but please make these things available to us at, little or no cost so that we can have access to them. And that's exactly what it is that we have done. All right. Access to these bundles will help you, okay, to be able to begin to put a lot of structures as we go. All right. If you got value in this session, I want you to share the fire emojis. And then if you want a copy of the Christmas bundle, please, by month, I think in this week, let me ask my team, how long is this Christmas bundle open for? Between now and Friday, please. After that, we are not. It should be off, the table. All right. I will definitely make this holiday a very memorable one for my children. Awesome. Please, is registration for Inner Circle still on? The Inner Circle started on the 1st of December. The parents in the Inner Circle will tell you that 14 days into the Inner Circle, it's been a whole lot. We have had a lot of pressure on people saying, or they want to still join the inner circle, one of the things we're saying is that you should join in for 2023 cohorts. If you think that you can, that you, yeah, you can ruffle it out and still join in for this cohort, just remember that we've done 14 days gone. All right. So you can join in. But I tell you, it is 365 days of buzz from back to back. All right, on a daily basis. Okay. All right. So someone said, can you expand on what you mean by putting can you expand by what you mean by putting? No, the Christmas bundle is the Christmas bundle, all right? You get it, 2,000 naira flat rate for everybody. Can you expand on what you mean by putting in place structures? It's your structures. I don't know. Can you please give me a bit of what you mean when you say expand? All right, you need to give me a bit of what you mean. All right. Please, how do I create intentional Christmas for my? Though we are three, that mom and what? Oh, you can still make that very intentional. You can still make that very intentional. And you can get that bundle. It will help you. No fire emoji day, my phone. Sorry. Okay, it will help you. So if you want to join us, for the people who are already, I can see a lot of chats. We've done 14 days. If you know, because I will still hold you accountable for those 14 days. If you know that in those 14 days you can, meet up in those 14 days, then that's fine. If not, you can register and be with us in 2023. All right. But we've been talking about the inner circle for quite a long time now. And hey, the inner circle isn't free for those of you who are asking me. No, it's not. It's a program in the academy. No, it's not free. I mean, the structure mean like having a timetable for children, having rules for them. Okay, so structure is not just about having a timetable. Structure is not just about structure are the things that you have been able to put in as a system that works in your home. From the family value that exists in your home to the things you do to the how you do things and all of that. So it's not just about when you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth. No, that's not what we're talking about. And this session might take me, this explanation might take us like how many this relationship might take us like forever to do it. Is another structure. The conversation on structure is another conversation altogether. But I hope I'm able to actually even put a little of that. How do you mean by 2023? Yes, the inner circle next 2022 December against 2023. That's what I mean. So it's a whole year. We're running for a whole year. It's called 50,000 naira for the whole year. So it's a whole year, right? It's a whole full year. It's not, I don't mean 2022. I mean 2023. All right. I just joined level 2 today. Coach, if you do makeup tutorial for 14 days, Jen Faith, you're on your own, now. Go and meet admin. Go and meet admin. But you should be able to cope. It's not a problem. All right. Just one or two example. Will be in your DM, ma. Okay. Uncle Ben, I see you. All right. Somebody's asking me what's the cost. The inner circle costs 50,000 naira in the year. That's your fees for inner circle, all right? The whole 365 days. What do you mean by 2023? Yes, that's what I mean. What I mean by 2023 is that's the next time you'll be able to enter, all right, into the inner circle, okay? Because we run it annually. We don't take people in the middle of the year, all right? We run it annually, all right? The Christmas bundle is for everybody, 2,000 naira flat rate, all right? If it's a whole year, 14 days can be forfeited. That's fine. That's okay, Ella. But you must be held accountable for the 14 days. So you must also find out what has happened in those 14 days as well. So if you can follow through, then that's fine. So if you want, can I really wait till 2023? I'm not sure I can. Oh, it's your choice. All right, it's your choice. Please, if you want to be part of the inner circle, all you need to do is to put that in the comment section. My team will share with you all the details that you need, and then you can do that. And like I said, you will be held accountable for all 14 days. We'll be under immense pressure to have more people coming. very immersed. We are almost 1,000 parents in the inner circle for your information, all right? So it's not like we're just it's just like we're just a few, but we have we have parents who are so willing to walk, this journey. We have parents who have been walking this journey with us for 3 years. I see Ayomide Samuel. Ayomide Samuel had an amazing system and structure that she has created with her toddler. I see Chinyere Nahi. I see Dr. Angela. I see quite a number of people. All right, this is for you, coach. Getting ready for the was booze. Coach is all smiles today. All thanks to Christmas. The parents in the inner circle think I just smile outside and don't smile inside. Don't mind them. That's what they think. Well, that's not true. I'm a very nice person. All right. When do we meet time? Will it clash with work? There's nothing clashing with work, all right? There's nothing clashing with work. It's something that you can do on a daily. We have parents who are, we have people who are police commissioners, military people, people in the rig. So we have all walks of people, all right? Right inside the inner circle. In the recent time, we have a lot of military people actually. So there's actually lots and lots of people in the inner circle. So it's not it's not a problem at all. Please, I'm interested in joining the inner circle. All right, we will send you a chat. It's already 3:01. We'll send you a chat for you to send us details. If you're watching us on YouTube and you want the Christmas bundle, please, it will be posted on the Telegram channel, and also the description of this, video. If you also have the account details, you can pay directly and send details to my team, and they will share with you the content of this bundle. This bundle expires by Friday, and we are done. We're not doing anything from next week. I'm going to be sleeping, right? So by the time you're asking me for Christmas bundle next week, I'll tell you I don't know. And truly, that will be my response. Okay, so if you want a Christmas bundle, between now and the weekend, you should have your Christmas bundle and you should be working with it. There are 12 plans. They are all e-copy plans, and they are all 12 plans. You can, print, you can use it on the system, whichever one that works for you. All right, so let me know. All right, so we have come to the end of the session today. And for FYI, parents in the inner circle, you remember your assignments. Don't be out here in the world with me and just thinking all is well. Go back and go and find your assignment and submit. All right, so that we are even will not fight, right? All right, so it's very important. Renty, he said I enjoy because no, you go children and the parents. I'm having a good laugh today. All right, where do I pay into? There's an account number. I'm going to try to, for the people who are on our who are on our YouTube channel. Just look at the screen and you see the details of where you can make payment for this, all right? So that you would also be able to get details of your bundle today, right? It's right on my screen. It will also be in the description of the video, okay? And it's right on my screen, all right? So if you want to get a copy, all you need to do is to put Christmas bundle or go directly. I know a lot of people have already started making payment for it. So just, how you go. Just go directly, pick up your bundle. I want a Christmas bundle, please, and I want to register for Inner Circle. Janet, okay, so send us a chat, all right? Send us a chat to have all of the details to actually be in there, okay? Some people are asking, I think the conversation, no, we have, so that's about it for the Christmas bundle, and that's all we have today for you. We are our Tuesday class is every Tuesday at 2 p.m. We're going to be here on Tuesday again at 2 p.m. And we're going to be talking about how you can wrap up the year and what it is that you can do and add to your parenting journey to make it fun. For us in the academy, we wrapped the year. We have entered 2022. We're already parenting children in 2022. We've left you. Okay, so we're not here. So if you got value right in this session, share the fire emojis and tell me that you got value. All right, tell me that you got value. Share the fire emojis right here. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate that you are always here whenever I get in here. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you for being here. Please, how do I caution 1 to 6 years to avoid people from touching them in the wrong places? It is a learning. You just don't caution. You teach them what they need to know. And there's a lot that they need to know. If you've never read anything on, let me recommend the book for you, Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro. In the inner circle, we're reading all of these books for the year, every single one of them, all written by me. All right, we're reading all of them by the year. But because you're asking, you're not in the inner circle, I can recommend that you get this, Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro. That will help you to teach your child on sex conversations that you need to have. So this will help a whole lot. Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro. And this holiday, you can turn it to when you actually have time to actually begin to study what you need to do. And then if you have a child, a child that is going through puberty, walking your child through puberty is also a book to have. It has a workbook where you can have conversations. So you have a child who is from 6. You can actually get this book, buy this, and begin to have a conversation on this with your child. Okay? Begin to have a conversation on this with your child. This will help you with all the steps that you need to take when it comes to sex conversations. It's a conversation and you must begin to have it. If you are asking questions on discipline, this is your go-to books. The Discipline That Works. Somebody chatted me today and said that their life got changed after reading The Discipline That Works. Discipline That Works, From Yelling to Calm, that's another one, From Yelling to Calm, and Connect to Correct. If you're a parent in the inner circle, of course, they already have all of these texts. There's nothing to worry about. We're going to not just read them, but the parents in the inner circle have access to the author. And the author is going to be sharing with them what was not shared in the book. The intention behind the words in the book is a different ball game. When you read a book in the inner circle, there's something different about it. It's not the usual reading that you read. All right. So the explanation, we'll bring in the coaches who wrote books and all of that. And then we'll have one last one, resolving sibling rivalry. So in this period, you would have all of these, you have all of these, sibling rivalry and all of that and all of that. So you can go to our store and get copies of these books. They are all, I think, 7 in number, and you can get copies of them, between 3,000 and some are for 3,000, some are for 3,500. You'll be able to get a copy. We're getting value back to back, inner circle, and also here with you. Thank you, Ife Dayo. Better join the inner circle now. You can compare what you have to learn for the remaining part of the year to what you have learned in 15 days. It will be your best decision this year. I know. Emunat, I know. Thank you so much for that vote of confidence. All right. And there's so much, so much that we're doing in the inner circle in 2022. So much. And I can promise you, Yaders, that you'll be grateful for it in 365 days. However, that's with your abada, of course. 365 days, yards of abada, 1 yard per day. I'm sure the parents in level 2 and level 3 have not heard the new slogan. It is 1 yard per day. 365 yards of abada, 1 yard per day. All right. You can set TIP YouTube page and Creating Structure Life, and you can start from there. Awesome. Thank you, Astra. There's a place where we talked about creating structures. Yes, on YouTube. You can actually go there and watch on how to create structures. It will help you a whole lot. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. We've done 9 minutes after. I really do appreciate you all for coming here. Yeah, we continue to see tomorrow in the yard. So it's not our time have not stopped. Let's go back. All right. Thank you, everybody. And then not even tomorrow. Today, yes, we have stuff to talk about. 365 yards of abada, 1 yard per day. That's it. It's a Yada slogan. It's the inner circle parent slogan. Yes, 365 yards of abada, 1 yard per day. Have an amazing day, everybody. I've actually had fun myself as well, sharing here with you. I really do appreciate you coming to spend this whole 1 hour plus with me. Bye. See you on Instagram on Thursday. Inner Circle Parents, see you today. See you tomorrow. See you next tomorrow. See you every day. Bye. Have a good day.